Which one do you want to talk about, Dan, with your Dolphins?
The incompetence is laughably amusing at this point, is it not? That you would – this is the greatest winner we've known, and they lose the draft picks that it would have cost to actually get him. So they only fail to get him, and in so doing, the media gets everything wrong on the front end of this, Dan. If you remember how some of this broke, Adam Schefter and Darlington were out there for a weekend with the report that Brady was retiring when he publicly sent out the statement that wasn't meant as a retirement. It was meant as goodbye to Tampa, and Boston gets mad because they're like, why weren't we mentioned? Well, you weren't mentioned because it wasn't meant as a retirement. Like, he was coming to be the quarterback for the Dolphins, or to try to be through the executive route, you know, trying to do LeBron stuff because he's figured out with the player empowerment that he's worth $375 million as a side job that nobody knows he's any good at because he can do anything he wants. And this was such a gangster move that was almost executed, and the Dolphins just screwed all of it up. And it didn't happen only because of the unprecedented lawsuit that involves racism that cost them their coach.
Okay, but can you at least respect the Dolphins that they're trying to win? So they tampered. They tried to get Sean Payton, tried to get Brady. They tried to tank so they could get Joe Burrow. So they're at least trying.
I love that take, and we mocked Chris Cody for that take yesterday because how irresponsible it is. You're out here actively advocating for do everything you can to win, including cheating. Just do it well and don't get caught.
Yes.
I can't believe that's where your career has now taken you, Patrick, where do the immoral thing to win. Why wouldn't you? But I'm in total agreement with you. The only part of this that's objectionable is that he failed. Not that they failed to successfully cheat well as opposed to cheating poorly.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Like,
would you rather have Joe Burrow or Tom Brady?
Well, come on. I'd rather have Joe Burrow because, well, no, you're right. I'd rather have Brady because he's going to last longer than Burrow. He's going to play into his 70s.
Now that's a hot take right there.
No, I mean, it's not a hot take. It's just the most obvious thing that Brady is still going to be winning Super Bowls, actively dragging a dialysis machine next to him with the nurses from hospice running after him.
How confident are you in Tua this year?
I believe in the Dolphins this year for the first time in 25 years.
No, Tua.
Well, but they're masking it. You say no, Tua, but Garoppolo got within a throw of being a champion, and they were disguising it. Like Tua, they've put all the pieces around him so that all he's got to do is be accurate and not have a historically bad offensive line. Everything, like this has been pushed to the front, to the middle of the table. Everything, all or nothing, has been fast-forwarded on the young quarterbacks because everyone's realized that you have to have value at that position in order to game the system. And for the moment, they have value at that position. He's cheap. Can you put all the things around him? They've got an offensive line. When I tell you historically bad, Dan, I think it's impossible to evaluate what Tua is, given that he had less time, according to Pro Football Focus, than any quarterback has ever had. More pass rushing, more pass blocking failures than we've ever seen since they've been tracking it. I love that they're entering this season with a fantasy player that is being described as a chaos player, because everyone listening to this has an opinion, but nobody listening to this has any earthly idea what's going to happen with this quarterback.
He's Dan Le Batard, host of the Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz.